Hola, ¿cómo estamos, Vegas? And welcome to Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. I'm here with my friend Christof, Catlin, who you all know was called up on stage and sung with Celine Dion at her concert. And I'm telling you, his video has gone viral, and he is just doing big things right now. Christof, what's been going on?
I really do need more direction. Give me ask me a question. What's been going on? That's so general.
How's the video been going?
Video's over 40,000 now.
Woo!
It's doubled in the last week.
Wow.
And just amazing social media going on that it seems to be pretty organic. I mean, I've only shared it with a few friends. So, I mean, it's not really just my sharing it. It really is people genuinely reacting to something positive.
Wow.
And kind of rare, probably.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, what's new today?
Yeah.
I found through a contact the correct address to send Celine Dion material, and she did tell me to send it to her. So I did that, and yesterday I went to FedEx and took it to FedEx and had them send it, certified, and so I can track it and everything. It's arriving this morning, so it already probably arrived.
So what did you send her exactly?
In the AM. Well, I sent her the copyrighted song, the lead sheet, the CD, and I sent her a letter explaining the history of the song that I explained to you last time in the last show.
Wow.
So that she knows the synchronicities that took place to make this all happen. And my mom reuniting with the woman that I met at the dental office, and all that stuff that led up to the concert and the night where I got called up on stage. So it's a pretty complete letter. It's one page. The first letter on the top of the package is just for the office. So when you guys receive the package, just know that it's very important that we get this to Celine because she did request it, and I just think it's the universe's will that it gets to her. So see to it that it does, please.
Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So have you got any phone calls from anybody? Or?
No, I mean, it arrived today, probably around 10 a.m. maybe. FedEx package to their office in Henderson, and I won't give out the address because I just want to. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people can find it anyway, but I just feel like it was hard enough for me to get that address, so I just wanted to let you know it's in Henderson and it's here. It's at the office, and I don't think I'll be getting a call maybe until who knows next week, if anything, because these things sometimes are a little slower.
Yes.
So I will keep you guys all informed. But just know that it got to her office, her production office in Henderson today. So that's the relevance of today.
Unbelievable. Oh, so our office is here in Henderson.
Yeah, there's one here and one in I believe Montreal or somewhere in Canada.
Oh wow. Yeah. So how are friends and family? Have they been talking to you? Have they been...
My mom and dad are good at only dropping in when they need to. So I haven't talked to. My mom called me this morning to tell me about some music, but nothing related to what's going on right now. I think everybody's just kind of keeping their prayers high in this time of very near to the target.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because that's what it is. We're almost there. So that's why that's also why I'm here, because we're almost there. So everybody keep watching that link and sharing the link. It's called Christof Catlin Sings to Celine Dion HD, April 12th, 2017. And just keep passing it around because it's fun. Honestly, not because I'm asking you to, but because honestly, a lot of people are getting a lot of joy out of it, and it's not. You're not, when I've asked somebody to post it, I'm not asking them for money. I'm saying, hey, pass it around. This is a really cool moment in time, and I think that people are really enjoying it. So,
40,000 views.
Over, yeah. We should check the number because, it goes up a couple thousand every day or half day sometimes, depending on the day. But
are you still amazed? Are you still floating?
A little bit, but I think that the keeping cool is good because I want to keep. Somebody told me a wise guy in my life said and his name's Jay Marcus. He's a great astrologer. He just lost his wife on Christmas, so put prayers out for him. But he told me to cleave my focus. And I think that that's really, if you're cleaving your focus, you're honing it, and don't get so excited. Keep it cool, in this field.
Right.
So, and I feel that way, and I definitely feel less excited than I did last time because I think it's appropriate. You know, I think it's appropriate.
Have you been doing a lot of praying though? Yeah.
I have. I've been sharing. I've been praying. I actually made a contact yesterday with a very special woman in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis, where I'm from. Her name's Debbie Duncan. I thought I'd give her a little attention because she's also a performer and a very experienced performer. She's been gigging in town since I was a little baby. So give it up for Debbie Duncan. She actually called me back yesterday, and I say actually because she's so busy. Getting a call from Debbie Duncan's like getting a call from the Lord above on the phone, and so she's just it's very rare. But she managed to call me yesterday, and she said that she's going to post my link for Celine Dion on her Facebook and her social media. So that's really great. Another thing is I have a few people in LA who are trying to get this story to Ellen DeGeneres for her show.
Oh, I can see that
because they think it's worthy of what she likes to do, like showcase a moment that was totally organic, that everybody thinks was planned because it was so amazing how it happened and magical. But I mean, so many people have asked me if it was a plan, if I was a plan, or if it was a setup, and I said no, absolutely not. It was totally just happened, and I think it was meant to be. But yeah, we're trying to get this to go on the Ellen show, so that would be really, really awesome.
Christof, do you have a business manager?
I don't yet.
I think it's about time.
Yeah, well, I gotta, Sarah Vaughan had a friend named Joe Williams, who's also a great jazz singer, and he said that in her life and others' lives, managers have been called damagers because they, don't always do good for the artist. Yeah. And should be told, I don't want to work with anybody that I don't trust, or know has a good reputation and trust. Yeah. There has to be a relationship that you can depend on. It's a serious thing. Yeah.
I think you need a good business manager.
I do. I won't say no to the good one. I'm not going to go with the bad one. Yeah, but well, if anybody contacts me or if I find anybody, I hope that it'll be just as organic as me finding Celine Dion, or should I say Celine Dion finding me, because that's what she did. Celine found me in the audience. I didn't find her. I knew where she was the whole time.
Only reason I asked you that because I think you're going to get big, and I think you need somebody in your corner and got your best interests and going to do the work because you can't always do all the work. You're going to need somebody doing some work for you.
And God, I don't want to drive to the concerts. I was thinking about that when I came here. I'm like, I don't want to be driving. I'd rather just eat my banana in the back of my car and have somebody else take me there because I don't want to focus on it. You don't know, everybody who's listening, how many times I almost died just getting here. And then Cian over here is texting me, it's 1 o'clock, and I'm like, I wasn't there. It was really frantic. So I'm glad I'm alive. But I tell you, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I was up. My Thursday nights tend to be like Saturday nights. My Saturday nights. So I was up until about 4 in the morning.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't get much sleep, but I'm here.
Now, do you perform? What do you perform at?
My outlet started out as the bootlegger here in Vegas. But I haven't really, honestly, lately. I've just been kind of regrouping and getting ready to record. I just got a bunch of new studio equipment in my home, which I'm going to be taking tracks, like piano. I play piano, and I sing, and I compose my songs for myself to sing. So still is not included in that repertoire. It's a completely different style of music, kind of more alternative rock. Meets piano focus, but there's also guitar, bass, drums, and strings, stuff like that. And I'm gonna just prepare piano and vocal tracks and send them to. Well, I'm thinking about Clear Mountain, just because of the synchronicities that happened with him, and as far as the references I got to check in with him and then I did some research on him, and it was just amazing. He's worked with, David Bowie, and oh my gosh, I think Paul McCartney, and the Rolling Stones. He produced the Rolling Stones. I mean, just on and on. And what I like about him is he said he expressed a wish on YouTube in an interview that he can work with an artist that can bring back real instruments, not sampled instruments. So piano, drums, bass, no sampled electric sounds, but actual musicians in a studio. And that's really kind of my kind of music. I don't want to play with a false bass. I want to play with a bass player, a bassist, a drummer, not a drum machine.
Have you ever thought about going on The Voice or something like that? I can see each one of those chairs turning around. I can see them just hitting that thing.
Oh, yeah, I did send something and never heard anything. And I think what it is it's like gambling. I think that they don't get to see every video you send in.
Mm-hmm. They don't have auditions that you come in.
I don't know. I thought there was a video submission. You sing in front of your computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, video. You send the video in, and then you just kind of wait to hear back from the big corporate, The Voice or.
Oh, so they're not like Idol. Remember Idol? They used to have the big.
I did the Idol audition, but I never. I'll tell you the story there. So I went to San Diego from Los Angeles. I was living in LA, and drove to San Diego with a friend, and stayed there overnight. I was there at 4:30 in the morning in the line, which was what is called the herd. It's like a cattle call for thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and this is just one location in San Diego. And they basically half filled the what stadium is that?
Dodger Stadium.
No, Dodger Stadium is LA. What's San Diego?
Oh,
that big stadium.
Not Qualcomm Park.
Could have been. You guys
football stadium?
Years ago. Football stadium, yeah.
Qualcomm Park.
And it was half.
Stadium.
The whole stadium was half full of all auditioners. Okay? Now, I got there 4 in the morning, right on time, actually early, got my bracelet, got herded into my seat, and we sat there from 5 in the morning till 5 p.m. while they were auditioning people, and they just flipped a coin. It was really odd because you look down, at the guy that's with the megaphone or the mic or whatever he had, and he flipped a coin and he said, all right, we're going to start from this end and go this way. Of course, I'm in the center, so I'm effed anyway. Either way, doesn't matter which side they start on. I was right in the middle. And by the time they almost got to the middle section, they said, thank you very much. Thanks for playing. We made our quota for the day. See you in Texas. And I was like, I'm not going to Texas to do this all over again. Yeah, you know how much money? I mean, for me, that was a fortune just to spend money for the weekend to go to San Diego. I mean, I'm a musician. I mean, how much money do we have? So I went home with my ears, bent. But at the same time, because I had all these pieces to audition with. I had Stevie Wonder. I had a few other funk tunes. It would have been really fun, so you can get seen. But I never got seen. And I think it was meant to be because I looked at the contract, and basically what it is they own your image and your music and your name for 10 years, regardless of what happens after the show. And that's a tough one. 10 years.
Slave to Idol.
That's not 3 years, that's 10 years. And, I just think of Prince and, how he kind of stood up to, the big, what was it WWB? Warner Brothers? Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And how he wanted to be free and not be a slave to, as you said, to that system. And I think it was meant to be. And to be honest, I don't know if I was even ready then. I mean, I think that right now I've been kind of prepared more for a more specific career, not just somebody who can sing, but somebody who can write. And I've been writing a lot more lately. So.
That's the only reason I was asking you, because once they hear you, it don't take long. They would stop you and be like, you through, you okay. So I just want you to make sure you out there, man, because people need to hear your voice.
Thank you.
They need to hear your
voice. I appreciate that. I think...
That shocked Celine. Did you see it? She was like... more people, if they heard you, would be like, oh, where did he come from?
Yeah, it shocked Celine. And, if it shocked Celine, a lot of people said, clearly that's an impressive thing because she's heard a lot of people sing. And she's an amazing virtuoso pop singer herself. So, I agree. It was pretty awesome that I impressed Celine Dion.
Have you ever done something in casinos?
No, I have not. I feel like kind of almost like a virgin in a lot of ways. I mean, not inexperienced, but somebody who's kind of kept himself and stayed almost kind of freshly unexposed, which I kind of like and I don't. I mean, I don't because I'm not out there like maybe I should be, but I do like it because I feel, I don't know, kind of almost maybe a little bit more pure, maybe a little bit more like. I'm in my own oyster shell, and if you're a composer, sometimes you have to isolate so that you can make material. You can't be in the mix all the time because it's not your material isn't as yours.
Mm-hmm.
You
How
know?
much material do you have? Do you have a lot of songs?
The newest ones, I have a whole bunch of stuff from archived songs from like 10 years ago. But I have probably in the last 3.5 years, I've written about 3 albums of good music, and I mean good music. Like a lot of composers, you know, we start songs we don't finish, and maybe they're not good enough to finish. Maybe we just hold on to them. But I mean finished songs, all potential, you know, not even hits. I don't want to say hits because sometimes hits aren't always great songs, but all potential great songs. You know, 3 albums of it, and I just want to get started with a producer somewhere, and probably California because that's where Bob Clear Mountain is, and just get started with producing an album because that's just my focus right now is getting these songs recorded.
You got plenty of material.
I do.
You can hit the studio running.
Absolutely, yeah, and like piano, my piano. Too bad that there's not piano here because I would rather play a song I've written for everybody here if I had my piano with me because it really is kind of part of my package. You know what I mean? So I'm not really an a cappella singer, and lately it's kind of been that way where I'm singing a cappella in front of 4,300 people at Caesar's auditorium. And, you know, that's just not me. I mean, I should have gotten from, behind the piano, but I think everything was perfect that night. And I wouldn't touch it, honestly. Wow. It was great. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Now, what kind of music do you like? More upbeat music, slow, in between everything?
The kind of music I write for me?
Yeah.
Okay. The kind of music I write for me is very much like a journal entry. It talks about, I've talked about, like, abuse, alcohol abuse in my family. I talked about physical abuse in my family in one of the songs I wrote. But it has a light at the end of the tunnel. The songs aren't whiny and woe is me, but they do discuss the fact that it happened and actually the reuniting of my parents, kind of in a way after all those very hard years. You know, I talk about things that people don't want to talk about. I think that's what makes it interesting. You know? The feelings that we don't talk about come up out of my songs, and sometimes they're very they're very sentimental, and they're private.
What's the advice that you get from your parents? What did they tell you, Christof?
What did my parents tell me?
What did they like with this opportunity, with what's going on? What did they tell you?
Well, my parents are really excited. I'm telling them, just to stand by, like I'm doing the same thing. I'm standing by. I'm pushing a little this, a little here, a little there, as far as the link and exposure to the event. But my mom and dad, what are they giving me advice? I think they're just saying ride this wave, because it did happen. There's a wave that came, and I'm on top of the wave right now, and I am riding it. I don't feel I've missed the wave, and we're going to see where it takes me.
Christof, I'm telling you, I've gotten to know you, and I think you're a really good dude. And when I care about somebody, I tell them the truth. My wife can tell you to a fault. I mean, I don't care about hurting people's feelings or I think honesty is the way to go. Strike while the iron is hot.
That's right.
You are hot right now.
Yeah.
Take advantage of it, man.
I agree. I'm sorry I feel so calm today. I'm not at all where I was.
The heck is on stage with Celine Dion? That will never happen again.
It might not. I mean, who knows? Because she did say, I'll just remind the audience if you haven't heard already from the first show, but it was the 1028th show that she did in Vegas. And she said she's never had anyone from the audience on stage to sing during a show.
That will never happen again, man.
Yeah.
I know you've watched that video 100 times. I've only watched it 3 or 4 times. Did you see her security?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see?
There was a time when at the end of my performance, when I put my arm around her, and it wasn't, to me, I looked at that and I thought, it wasn't a freaky kind of move. I felt very comfortable with her. Yeah. I wasn't trying to get her anything from her. I really was just kind of hanging out with Celine Dion, almost like my friend of long ago that I haven't seen for so long.
She was comfortable with you.
I think so, because she told him, I got your back, Mike. Yeah. I got your back. She told her about her.
They're doing their job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
And he sat down, he actually laughed and sat back down. And I think he could also see she was cool. Yeah. So I'm not an autograph kind of like give me a lock of your hair kind of guy. I mean, I'd rather have a conversation.
I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to get your autograph. I'm glad you said. I'm sorry, I'm a money person. I think that's going to be worth some money. So I want a nice loan to my friend. Well, I'm going to bring it and just wait for the money because it's going to be worth.
Well, that's like you're putting it, you're putting insurance on it.
That's right.
Like my family, like my mom, my sister's already trying. She's already talking about the house I'm going to buy for her.
It's true.
I mean, I have a couple friends that are suggesting that I give them money too, and so it's not just me that's.
Don't be mad at them. Go ahead.
I know it's not just me that's kind of convinced I'm in a situation where I could very well be experiencing expansion.
Right.
But others as well in my life are pretty convinced. So
I'm getting mine. I'm getting my autograph. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Yeah.
That shows that you go,
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't tell you. Okay, so my sister found a way of contacting. She has some contacts in LA that know. She did some personal assistant work with people in the industry, so she knows people who know people. And my sister acquired Celine Dion's agent's phone number. And my sister, who's a very strong person, very forceful individual, by the way, not, even more than me in a way, because I think she's not as, I'm nicer than she is. She's like so direct and like very blunt, and she'll say something sucks instead of like what I would say, which is, this is a good song, but maybe you need to work on this. She's like, this is, and my sister goes right to the heart of the thing, and she's very blunt. Anyway,
people like that.
She called up Celine Dion's agent, Rob Prinz. I probably shouldn't mention his name, but I just did, with a Z at the end, if you want to spell it, Rob Prinz. And she got a hold of the office, and she said that they had told her that the material had arrived and that they want her to call them on Tuesday morning next week.
Wow.
So that's really good news.
Wow.
And my package has gone to a production company in Henderson as of today, this morning. So just, like I said, put out the prayers that it's received, that it's opened up, that they see that this is an unusual circumstance, and that they do deliver this music and the letter and the CD to Celine, so she can decide for herself if she wants to sing it. That's where I'm at.
Are you prepared? What if it happened, Christof?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get a phone call. I want to do this. I want to do it. I think it's going to happen probably at Studio at the Palms. That's a place I recorded a few things. Actually, I only went one time because it's so expensive there. Not that it's not worth it. It's just, it's very expensive. It's probably the most expensive studio in town. Actually, it is. And one of the best studios in town is called Studio at the Palms, and that's where Celine Dion recorded her 2013 album. So I kind of see myself being there with her, going through the song and having her producer, whoever she chooses, to do the track, produce the song, and go to Studio at the Palms. I see myself there with Celine and her team. Yeah, and I'm honestly, I mean, it would be very exciting, but I'm good. I'm cool. I'm like, I'll be there, and we'll work it out, and we'll make it good.
What they call you again? What balls? What's your name again?
Bulletproof balls.
I mean, you are calm. You ready for this?
I already did.
When you went on stage, you were so. I would have been freaking out.
My dad said he would have had like a flubber.
I met my hero before. My hero was Larry Bird.
He did
basketball, and I met him, and I couldn't talk. And I had all this stuff I've been saying. If I ever had a chance to meet him, I was saying he couldn't talk, and I couldn't. And he literally took his shirt and he gave me his shirt, and I couldn't even say thank you. I just looked at him the whole time. And my dad was like. And you were just you were calm. And the craziest thing when you asked for that, you said,
be natural. Be natural. Yeah, I asked for a be natural with the maestro, her piano.
Yeah.
Her piano.
You were just walking, you were just...
I tried. You know what, I was really kind of, to be honest, no guilt or shame, but I was kind of wondering, like, whoever her drummer was, I was giving him the 4/4 tempo, and he didn't even... he didn't give me any beat so that I could go off of that while I'm singing this lyric. So it ended up staying rubato, which means without rhythm, without a drum.
It's eventually who was at the start playing? Because somebody came in and started.
The piano player found a chord that he chimed with, and it actually worked out, and then the strings hit like a note, and it was almost like the song was coming to life. You could see a flicker of light coming out of it, and I think that's what really excited the audience too, because they saw this song that they'd never heard before, and then suddenly it's coming to life on stage with Celine Dion. I mean, that was really.
Now Celine backed way off. Where did she go? Because I saw her kind of.
She did. You mean at the very end, or
she kind of stepped back and just.
Yeah, she walked away so she could walk back. That's what women do. They walk away so they can come back. I'm not 18, so I know a little bit. And she did what a woman would do, and what a lady would do. And once again, we talked about lady, and when I called her lady, by the way, Celine, if you're listening, I was calling you a very classy, sophisticated woman. I wasn't calling you a lady like the other. So just remember, she's very tall. I think she might be like 5'9", and then she was wearing probably 4 inch heels.
She's tall.
So she was really tall. Yeah, she looked like she was about 6 foot up there.
Yeah.
So she was tall. Yeah. She's probably about Whitney's height, maybe.
Do you know who was the film that? Do you know what audience member or who
Yeah, I do. The guy who ended up filming it ended up emailing me, but he actually talked to me after the show. He gave me his business card. He's a talent attorney in LA. And and he gave his card, and we've already talked a few times. His name's Hugo Lord, and thank you, Hugo, for getting the best footage out of everybody else, because you got a good picture, you focused in on us, and you captured the entire thing.
Did other people send you their video?
Other people did, and I have to tell you, I actually had to turn one video down because I'd already gotten his, and I looked at theirs, and I was like, oh, it was grainy, it was from like the balcony, and I said thank you very much, but honestly, we got what we need. Thank you for coming to the show and offering to send it. That's nice,
Wow.
Yeah, but it was the best footage. I mean, thank God for that.
You got a good spirit. Cool, Christof.
I do.
Good spirit.
I got a good spirit. Thank you.
You're a lot like my wife. My wife's got a good spirit.
Thank you.
She's always positive.
Yeah.
She's good.
How's Tian doing over there?
She's wonderful. She's been busy.
She's been really busy.
Oh my God, you always been and everything's been busy, man.
Yeah, no, it's been really crazy. Actually, I haven't. I've been also busy because of this. My emails. Oh, I didn't tell you that. I have people subscribing to my YouTube channel now like crazy. I mean, just one after the other. I have people on Facebook friending me. I have fans. I guess I do.
You get back to them?
I do. Everyone. Every single one. I do.
I do. That's the thing I hate when I hear people talk crap and la la la. Listen, when you get to the you busy. Can you imagine how busy Celine Dion is? So for her to take the time to get back to even through somebody else.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No, I mentioned to a friend, I said I'd have to literally hire people to do my correspondence because I'd never have any time to do anything else. I wouldn't have any time to go to the studio. Right. I wouldn't have time to perform. Right. I wouldn't have time to brush my teeth.
That's right.
If I had to correspond with all these people.
So now you understand just a little bit.
Just a little taste. Oh, absolutely. I totally get it.
But I think you're the type that it's not if, it's when. Yeah. I think you'll remember people. You remember what it was like when you were a fan, and I think you'll remember that, Christof.
I really think that it's going to help too that I'm over 21, because if it would have happened like Justin Bieber, he didn't have the perspective of being an adult and being on food stamps at one time and struggling like mad crazy to make ends meet so that you could have a place to live and have food on your plate, and know what it's like to be an adult, not a little cute kid, 14 years old, but an adult who's not taken seriously, who doesn't get called back, people who do not get back to you because they don't think you're worth their time, and then all of a sudden now everybody is coming out of the woodwork, and people that maybe even didn't get back to me a year ago are now trying to friend me on Facebook.
Well, when you get big. When she calls you, please answer us and come back here.
I kind of think, but I'm sorry, I kind of think that I got a God shot. It's so weird. I never look at his Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So I just opened up his Facebook.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait.
I'm gonna wait.
You gotta see it. You gotta read it. This is somebody we just met.
It's positive, right?
Oh yes,
Everything's positive.
this person has been a campaign manager for people. He organizes people. I don't know if he knows, but I gotta get it up. Sorry,
All right, no worries.
But
yeah, we gotta fill it. Let's see what you got.
watch. It's right. It's on the first thing. This is gonna has to pull up his Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook.
We're looking.
Look up Facebook. Okay, there's Facebook. It's gonna pull up my husband's. There's Facebook. Pull up my husband's. Hey, look, it's right here.
Yeah.
This person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was here a second ago.
Okay.
It's Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Is his name?
Mm-hmm. I know who he is.
No, he's not. No, it's not real Phil. It's
not that Phil Collins.
No, it's a different one. But he wrote something about listening to music, and it was right here when I was just looking at it right now.
Well, if you can find
yes, we're gonna
let us know.
Okay, well, listen, I got a couple of minutes left, so Christof, what's coming up?
There's more. Well, I have a friend who is in connection with TMZ in LA, and he wrote me 2 days ago, not yesterday, but the day before, saying, he said, OMG, he said, I got tingles all over my body. I just got off the phone with a guy named, what was his name? Corey Spears, I believe. And Corey Spears is a friend of Celine Dion's show producer. Oh, wow. And he said Celine Dion's show producer is raving about you on Facebook. Wow. So Celine Dion's show producer here in Las Vegas was during the show and is now raving about me and what happened on stage with me and Celine. Wow. Isn't that kind of cool?
Christof Catlin, I'm telling you right now, he's going to be a star. Please watch that video. Tell him which video to watch once again, Christof.
Yeah, it's called, well, look for the HD. It's called Christof Catlin Sings to Celine Dion, HD, April 12th, 2017. And spread it around because, like I said, we're trying to get this on the Ellen Show, trying to gain appeal. Put it on Facebook. All your friends are going to find joy in it. So, I mean, if you don't already enjoy it, everybody else is going to, no matter what walk of life they are.
He's going to be huge. I'm telling you right now, 1 year from now, I promise you, he will remember us. He'll be getting 10 people who want them to come do big shows, Fox and Friends, everything, but he will remember when Cian emails him or texts him, and it'll be fans. We'll have a banner up, and you know how they look in the window. It'll be little girls and all kind of stuff. And women, they'll be out there crying when you in here. Yeah, and I'm gonna walk around like you my friend. I'm gonna put my you know Chris? Yeah, I know Chris.
As long as if they look 21, they're not under 18.
That's right. Christof Catlin, this is my buddy, man. He's going to be in my prayers and everybody's prayers. I'm telling you, Celine is going to record.
Oh, and the song is entitled Still, which means still there's a part of Renee that lives in Celine. Still she can close her eyes and she sees him in her mind. So that's the meaning of the song. Just look it up on YouTube. The lyrics are all there.
Continue to watch Chris Garcia, the Conservative American. We're going to have him back again whenever he is free. God bless America. God bless our church.
Thank you, guys.
Godspeed, Donald Trump.